Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First down, and they'll start with Algier.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, and he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Second and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run out. Good job there, though, holding him for a short game.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Now Huntley. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Mariota. Into the hands of London. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll run it here with Huntley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Algier will try to pick it up. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Mariota on first down. He's got his tight end over the middle. That's Ferkser. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Here's Algier again on second down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at about the 32.
11 coming.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play, given maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On play action, Mariota. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route, settles on his receiver running the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he is going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
This is Mixon on the draw. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Coup now for the point after. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And that is taken in by Hurst. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. They'll give it to Mixon. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. This is caught. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense.
Here we go.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Mixon trying to punch it in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have...
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Rashad Evans. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
On one, right?
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow, throw left side, complete to Chase. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Burrow on 3rd down. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
11.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it. Because to me, it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big-time play.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. They didn't want the tie. They rolled the dice, and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown Falcons. Drake London, 79 yards. And the Falcons have retaken a third-quarter lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for 2 is denied. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
That's good. Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst.
Here we go.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
second down. Here's Mixon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah,
and Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
11.
A loss of 7.
12.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And he is going to have the Bengals first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. Now it's Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Slant pass to Boyd. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
There we go.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And it's caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal.
11 MT.
A gain of 8 brings up
Mixon. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a fourth here. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. Starting the drive with Algier. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Here's Algier again on second down. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll run for it with Algier. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Now Burrow on first down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
Here we go.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Here's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. Touchdown! Joe Burrow spotting T. Higgins for the touchdown there. And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead goes by a couple. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees them a field goal going forward. Won't beat them.
That's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. Touchdown Bengals. Joe Mixon, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Here we go with Burrow. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they hang on to their 4th quarter lead. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on it. Taken
from about the 12. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now Mariota. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws you.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. To throw Mariota, and he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
McPherson's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. a three, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here's Mariota. This pass is caught by London. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
One last shot now for Mariota. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Bengals 39. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Well, following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who...
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case,